This landlocked country in Transcaucasia is situated just south of the Caucasus Mountains at the northwestern edge of Asia. It shares its northern and eastern borders with Georgia and Azerbaijan. To the southeast, it is bordered by Iran, while Turkey lies to the west. Welcome to the amazing Armenia. Prepare for an unforgettable journey to Armenia, a breathtaking treasure in the heart of the Caucasus. Armenia's rich history is woven with tales of resilience, ancient monasteries standing for over 1,000 years, and landscapes that exude both beauty and spirituality. Every corner of the country, from bustling cities to charming villages, holds fascinating historical sites, mouth-watering cuisine, and the warmth of Armenian hospitality. With so many remarkable destinations to explore, choosing where to begin can be a challenge. Let your curiosity guide you through Armenia's wonders, setting the stage for a journey filled with discovery and unforgettable memories. Lori unfolds like a masterpiece of nature, where emerald forests embrace the winding Debit River and mist-laden gorges carve through the ancient land. A land of cultural confluence, Lori is home to Greeks, Russians, and the enigmatic Moluccans, whose traditions weave a rich and mysterious tapestry. History lingers in the ruins of Lori Fortress, in the solemn stones of Odzun, and in the frescoed halls of Kobayr and Aktala, where time stands still. The echoes of the medieval Lori kingdom and the legacy of the Zakarian lords still whisper through its valleys, where each ruin and ridge tells a tale of ambition and endurance. Beneath its rugged peaks, copper veins glisten in the earth, while orchards and fields flourish, ensuring that Lori's spirit endures in both industry and agriculture. As Armenia's provinces rise anew, Lori welcomes those who seek the untamed, the sacred, and the timeless, offering landscapes that linger in the soul long after the journey ends. Horomairi Monastery, nestled near the village of Otson, showcases Armenia's spiritual and architectural heritage with its intricate stonework and captivating frescoes. This ancient complex, first mentioned in the 7th century, consists of two sections, one perched on the canyon's edge and another hidden below on the left slope of the Debed Gorge. Legends suggest its origins trace back to Byzantine Emperor Heraclius, or a Greek Christian named Vasid, who embraced the Armenian faith after witnessing a miracle. The monastery's peaceful ambience, surrounded by breathtaking mountain views, invites visitors to reflect and connect with history. In the 11th century, it became the resting place of Catholicos Peter Thermat of Armenia, earning the name Saint Anshan. Vanadzor, the third largest city in Armenia, lies in Lori province at the confluence of the Pambak, Tanzut, and Vanadzoriget rivers. Under Russian control from 1801, the city was rebuilt after destruction during the Russo-Persian War and became a strategic military center, later renamed Kirovarkan during Soviet rule before adopting its current name in 1993. Once a thriving industrial hub with chemical factories and a cigarette filter plant, its economy declined following the 1988 earthquake and the Soviet Union's collapse. Despite these challenges, Vanadzor retains its distinct character, blending remnants of its past with a resilient spirit. Hargatsin Monastery, a stunning example of medieval Armenian architecture, consists of 3 churches, a sepulchre and a refectory. Built mainly under the Bagratuni dynasty, It served as the summer residence for the Bagratuni kings, with Kings Sambat and Gagik buried in the sepulchre. According to legend, eagles soared above during the consecration of the church, leading to the monastery's name, Hargatsin, meaning play of eagles. Located 18 kilometers north of Dilijan, the monastery's construction spanned from the 10th to the 13th centuries, with numerous rebuilds after raids and earthquakes. Hargatsin is renowned for its harmonious integration of architecture and nature, with its 3 churches representing the classic Katogiki style of Armenian monasteries. For those looking to escape the bustle of Yerevan, Dilijan offers a peaceful retreat just 90 kilometers northeast of the capital. Nestled along the Agstev River, this alpine city is renowned for its soothing atmosphere, fresh air, and breathtaking mountain scenery. Known as the Switzerland of Armenia, Dilijan is enveloped by dense forests and stunning views, providing an idyllic environment for relaxation and exploration. The town's winding streets, charming homes with intricate wooden balconies and colorful tile roofs enhance its picturesque beauty, while the gentle sounds of the river and the delightful scents of local dishes add to the charm. A popular destination for both locals and tourists, Dilijan offers a serene escape that captivates the senses. This resort town, with its mild climate and alpine meadows, is perfect for walking and enjoying nature's splendor. Lake Gosh, located in the Dilijan State Reserve and named after the village of Gosh, is a small scenic mountain lake surrounded by dense forests. Known for its stunning beauty, particularly in early autumn when the golden foliage reflects on the lake's surface, it is a popular spot for picnics and relaxation. The lake, formed by landslide processes, is fed by rainfall and springs, with a maximum depth of 8 meters and a water temperature that stays cool at 14 degrees Celsius even during the summer. Lake Sivan, known as the Jewel of Armenia or Gegama Sea, is one of the largest high-altitude freshwater lakes in the world. Located in the heart of the Armenian highlands, the lake sits 1,900 meters above sea level in a picturesque mountain basin. Its surface area spans 940 square kilometers, and it reaches a maximum depth of 95 meters, with a length of about 70 kilometers and a width of 30 to 50 kilometers. The lake is fed by 28 rivers, with the Razdan River being the sole outlet. Formed around 250,000 years ago by volcanic activity, the lake's unique geology makes it a natural wonder. The surrounding area is filled with stunning landscapes, including alpine meadows, steep cliffs and pine forests, contributing to the region's beauty. The climate is notably cool, even during hot summers, with the water temperature reaching around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Several ancient Armenian churches dot the lake's shore, adding to its historical significance. Despite Armenia's lack of access to the sea, Lake Sivan is often referred to as the country's Blue Pearl, drawing both locals and tourists seeking a peaceful retreat surrounded by nature's splendor. Amberd is a medieval fortress located on the southern slopes of Mount Aragats, 50 kilometers from Yerevan, at an elevation of 2,100 meters. Originally built in the 7th century by the Kamsarakan dynasty, it was later strengthened by the Pahlavi family with the addition of a church named Vag Ramashen. Despite its strategic location and strong defenses, the fortress was captured by the Seljuks in the 11th century and later destroyed by the Mongols in the 13th century, with only the church remaining today. Mount Aragats, located northwest of Yerevan in Armenia, is the highest peak in both the country and the Lesser Caucasus Range, reaching 4,090 meters. This circular, shield-like mountain consists of volcanic rocks, with a recent volcanic cone sitting atop much older layers. The slopes feature steppe vegetation, xerophytes, and on the southern side, the ruins of the medieval fortress Ambad. Legend ties the mountain's name to the Armenian king Ara the Beautiful, who hid his imperial throne on the mountain's snowy slopes to keep it safe from an invading Assyrian queen. The mountain's volcanic cover is rich in minerals and features tuff and basalt in various colors. Tucked away in the western expanse of Armenia, Gyumri is a city woven with layers of history, beginning as early as 401 BCE, when Greek settlers first laid its foundations, though it experienced various periods of decline and revival over the centuries. The city's modern history took a monumental turn in 1837, when the Russians built a fortress here, and soon after, the thriving town of Alexandropol emerged, becoming an important administrative and commercial hub by 1840. Alexandropol's industrial growth in the 19th century was followed by a transformation in the Soviet era, when it was renamed Leninakan, in honor of Vladimir Lenin in 1924. Yet Gyumri's progress was tragically halted by the catastrophic earthquake of 1988, which destroyed much of the city, claiming lives and leaving countless people homeless. In the late 19th century, Gyumri emerged as a bustling commercial hub, aided by its vital position as a railway junction, which transformed it into one of the most important trade centers of Transcaucasia. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Gyumri reclaimed its original name, a testament to its rich cultural heritage. Today, the city is a thriving industrial center, but it also stands as a cultural treasure trove, home to museums, galleries, and churches that showcase its artistic and spiritual depth. Yerevan offers a lively atmosphere year-round, with mild winters, bright springs, festive summers, and warm, extended autumns. The city has endured a long history of sieges, having been conquered by the Romans, Parthians, Arabs, Mongols, Turks, Persians, Georgians, and Russians. In 1582 it fell to the Turks, later to the Persians in 1604, and eventually became part of the Russian Empire in 1827, before becoming the capital of independent Armenia in 1920. The Grand Cascade, a multi-tiered structure with fountains and sculptures, provides stunning views of Mount Ararat from its upper platform. Republic Square, surrounded by grand Soviet-era buildings, transforms into a festive hub during holidays, hosting concerts and festivals. At the Yerevan Ararat Brandy Factory, visitors can sample different brandies and enjoy engaging tours. Armenia's cultural history is reflected in museums like the State Museum of History, the Museum of History of Yerevan, and the Armenian Genocide Museum. The Yerevan Opera and Ballet Theatre, housed in a semicircular building, showcases top-tier performances in a venue renowned for its acoustics. Yerevan's parks and squares filled with sculptures and trees offer peaceful spots for relaxation. Shopping centres like Yerevan Mall and Vernissage Market offer unique products, from souvenirs to art pieces, alongside entertainment options like cinemas and gaming zones. The monument to David of Sassoon, standing 12.5 meters tall, represents the strength and endurance of the Armenian people. The Mother Armenia statue is located at 2 Azatutun Avenue, within the Victory Park Memorial Complex on the Kanaka upland, aligned with Mashtots Avenue. Initially, a 17-meter bronze statue of Joseph Stalin was erected in the 1950s, but was removed in 1962 and replaced by the 22-meter copper statue of Mother Armenia in 1967. Created by sculptor Ara Harutyunyan, the statue portrays a woman holding a sword, symbolizing the power and resilience of the Armenian nation, especially women who fought for their land and children. The pedestal, made of black tuff, features rose carvings, and hosts a museum dedicated to Armenia's role in the Great Patriotic War and the Artsakh Liberation War. Positioned at one of Yerevan's highest points, the statue dominates the cityscape and is visible from multiple locations. Mother Armenia symbolizes strength, peace, and the sacrifices made by both men and women for Armenia's freedom. The Erebuni fortress, founded in 782 BC by King Argishti, the first of Urartu, served as a key military base and cultural center. Its name means victory, or city of freedom, and it gave rise to modern Yerevan. The fortress on Arinbird Hill has strong fortifications, including a palace with cuneiform inscriptions dedicated to god Haldi. After many invasions, the fortress survived, becoming part of the Achaemenid Empire and the foundation of Yerevan, which marked its 2,800th anniversary in 2018. The Zvartnots temple, built in the 7th century, was a magnificent 3-story structure that was destroyed by an earthquake in the 10th century, leaving only ruins today. The site is now an archaeological reserve and museum, showcasing remnants such as sculptural fragments, large stone slabs, and models of the temple's original design, and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Temple of Gani, situated in Armenia's Kotaik region, is the country's only surviving pagan temple, standing as a rare testament to its Greco-Roman past. Built in the 1st century by King Tiridates I, it was dedicated to Mir, the Armenian sun god, and uniquely escaped destruction when Armenia converted to Christianity in the 4th century. Perched on the remains of an ancient fortress, the temple once served as part of a royal summer residence, offering both spiritual and strategic significance. Crafted from local basalt, its 24 Ionic columns symbolize the hours of the day, while the intricate carvings of vines, animals, and sacred symbols reflected Armenian artistic traditions. Unlike typical Greco-Roman temples, its roof featured a special opening that directed sunlight onto the altar at noon, illuminating the god statue in a divine spectacle. Despite surviving foreign invasions, the temple succumbed to a devastating earthquake in 1679, reducing it to rubble. Fortunately, its original stones remained largely in place, allowing architect Alexander Sahinyan to meticulously restore it between 1969 and 1976. Nowadays, the temple stands as a masterpiece of sacred geometry, its proportions echoing the mathematical principles of Pythagoras and Plato, much like the revered structures of ancient Rome. Surrounding the temple are remnants of Roman baths, hinting that this site may have once been a luxurious retreat in late antiquity. Only 30 minutes from Yerevan, Garni remains an extraordinary glimpse into Armenia's classical heritage, where history, mythology, and architectural grandeur converge. Garni Gorge is a breathtaking natural wonder near the village of Garni, famous for its dramatic basalt columns formed by ancient volcanic activity. These towering rock formations, often called the Symphony of Stones, create a mesmerizing sight as they line the gorge like giant organ pipes. The cobbled road leading into the gorge adds to its charm, winding through striking landscapes that change with the seasons. Hikers and nature lovers can explore trails along the river, discovering hidden spots ideal for quiet reflection and photography. The gorge is also home to an ancient, medieval bridge and lush greenery, providing a perfect escape from urban life. Birdwatchers will appreciate the colonies of house martins and swifts that nest along the basalt cliffs, adding movement and life to the rocky scenery. The interplay of sunlight and shadows on the stone pillars creates a captivating visual experience throughout the day. Visitors can enjoy picnicking by the river while listening to the soothing sounds of flowing water and rustling leaves. Whether seeking adventure or tranquility, Garni Gorge offers an unforgettable glimpse into Armenia's stunning natural beauty. The monastery of Gegard is an outstanding example of Armenian medieval architecture, with churches and tombs carved directly into the rock. Set at the entrance to the Azat Valley, it is surrounded by towering cliffs that add to its striking appearance. Originally known as Erivank, or Monastery in the Cave, it was founded in the 4th century by Saint Gregory the Illuminator. The complex reached completion in the 13th century and includes a cathedral, a narthex, multiple rock-cut chapels, and the tomb of the Prussian princes. The Katogike, or main church, features a cross-shaped design with a central dome and finely crafted masonry. The monastery was famous for its relics, including a spear believed to have pierced Christ's side brought by the apostle Thaddeus. Other sacred relics, such as those of the apostles Andrew and John, were donated in later centuries. Over time, Gegard gained great spiritual and cultural significance, attracting pilgrims and receiving generous donations. The Azat Reservoir, located in Armenia's Ararat region, at an altitude of 1,050 meters, was constructed near the village of Lanjazat on the Azat River. It began operations in 1976 and serves primarily for irrigation in the Ararat Valley, supporting the region's developed agricultural industry. With a capacity of 70 million cubic meters, the reservoir plays a key role in the local economy. The area surrounding the reservoir is known for its natural beauty, with the sky and clouds reflecting on the water, giving it a distinctive appearance throughout the day. The Yeranos Mountains rise majestically around the reservoir, enhancing the picturesque landscape. The Azat River, which flows into the reservoir, originates from Mount Spitakasa in the Gagama Mountains and stretches for 55 kilometers. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, along with the upper reaches of the Azat River, attracts numerous visitors. Khor Virap Monastery is a renowned religious site in Ararat Province, Armenia, known for its deep historical significance and breathtaking views of Mount Ararat. Once home to a pagan temple before the birth of Christ, the site is most famous for the imprisonment of Gregory the Illuminator, who was kept in a pit dungeon for 13 years before converting King Tudat III to Christianity, making Armenia the first Christian nation. The name Khor Virap means deep pit, referring to the dungeon where Gregory was held. The current structure, including the St. Astvat Satsin Church and Bell Tower, was built in the 17th century, though the original chapel from 642 AD has since been lost. Visitors can descend into the pit where Gregory was imprisoned, experiencing the dark and atmospheric environment. The monastery complex also includes monks' cells, a St. Gevorg chapel, and several other buildings. Khor Virap offers one of the best vantage points to capture Mount Ararat in all its glory, making it a popular tourist destination. The site is easily accessible from Yerevan, located about 40 minutes away, with options for public transport, car rentals, or guided tours. For those visiting other southern attractions like Noravank or Tatev, Khor Virap is a must-see stop along the way. The surrounding area, with its magnificent views of the monastery and the Ararat Valley, enhances the experience, providing stunning photo opportunities. Noravanka, meaning new monastery in Armenian, was built in the 13th century, although its name no longer reflects its age. The monastery is located in a stunning gorge above the Amagu River near Yeghegnadzor, and is known for its striking architecture and dramatic surroundings of red and grey cliffs. It was once a major religious and cultural centre, especially during the time of the Orbelian princes, and served as the residence of Shunik province's bishops. The monastery is famous for its churches, which features intricate carvings, khachkars, and remarkable human depictions of saints by the sculptor Momik. In 1275, the Serb Grigor Church was added, and the Grand St. Astvatsatsin Church, completed in 1339, is its most prominent building. The latter is a two-story church with a cross-shaped facade, elaborate carvings, and serves as the tomb of the Orbelian family. The monastery complex also includes a 17th to 18th century fence with remnants of a chapel and a khachkar. Noravank Monastery was added to UNESCO's World Heritage Sites list in 2002, further cementing its historical and cultural importance. Jermuk, the second largest city in Vyazdzor province, is renowned for its therapeutic thermal mineral springs, which have made it a popular resort. The city's name, Jerm, means warm in Armenian, reflecting the hot water that emerges from geysers at temperatures reaching plus 60 degrees Celsius. Founded in 1961, Jermuk grew around these springs, surrounded by lush alpine landscapes and wild fruit trees. The city is situated 2,080 meters above sea level, offering stunning views of snow-capped mountains and gorges. Jermuk has become a modern spa town, attracting both tourists and those seeking health benefits. The Tol waterfall, with mineral water, is another notable attraction. A local legend tells of a deer that healed after jumping into the mineral waters, which became the symbol of Jermuk and is featured on its bottled water. Old Kanzoresk, a historic village in Siunik province, Armenia, sits on the steep slopes of a gorge just 13 kilometers from Goris. The name Kanzoresk, which means apple in Armenian, is believed to be linked to the area's abundance of apples, although some suggest it was originally called Kordzor, meaning deep abyss, due to its location. This village, which dates back to the 13th century, has long been known for its unique cave settlements and striking rock formations, attracting many artists and writers. Kanzoresk was once one of the largest villages in eastern Armenia and played a significant role in the 18th century liberation movement. The caves, used as homes and shelters, were accessed by ropes, with houses built on top of one another, creating a multi-story appearance. The swinging bridge, constructed in 2012, connects the old and new parts of Kanzoresk. The 160-meter-long bridge stands 63 meters above the gorge and can support up to 700 people at once. The bridge is a modern marvel that enhances the experience of exploring Kanzoresk, blending nature and human ingenuity. According to local legend, the bridge is connected to the heroic tale of Sona, a mother of 9, who died defending the village, and a memorial arch built over the sacred source in her honor. Tartev Monastery, a stunning example of medieval Armenian architecture, is located on the steep cliffs of the Vorotan Gorge, the deepest gorge in Armenia at 850 meters. The monastery, which dates back to between the 9th and 13th centuries, is protected on three sides by deep ravines and defensive walls. Tartev Monastery was once a key religious and political center in the Shunik region, serving as the home of the Metropolitan of Shunik and controlling vast lands and villages. It was at its peak in the 13th and 14th centuries, when it also housed the Tartev University, a significant hub for philosophical and scientific thought. The monastery's remote yet awe-inspiring location on the Vorotan River offers spectacular views of the surrounding valley. The Tartev Monastery holds great geological interest, with the surrounding area of the Vorotan Valley being particularly significant. The monastery has been a symbol of cultural and spiritual life, with its role in the development of Armenian medieval culture continuing into the 15th century. On the outskirts of Gyumri, Armenia, stands the Iron Fountain, a remarkable example of Soviet modernism designed by architect Artur Tarkanyan. Though no longer functional, the fountain, resembling a flying saucer, remains a popular attraction for its striking design and historical significance. Opened in 1982, it survived the devastating Spytak earthquake of 1988, becoming a symbol of resilience for Armenians. Despite being abandoned and surrounded by neglect, the fountain continues to draw visitors, particularly those interested in Soviet architecture and photography. Efforts to restore the fountain have been unsuccessful, leaving its future uncertain, but its captivating design still promises to leave a lasting impression. Armenia is a country steeped in history, where ancient monasteries and stunning landscapes reflect its deep cultural heritage and spiritual significance. The vibrant cities and quaint villages offer a mix of rich history. As you explore, you'll discover a world of remarkable sights and unforgettable experiences at every turn.